Hello and welcome back to Stardew Valley and TellerTactGaming, and we are on day 10 of fall year 1. Here we go, we are going as we always do, straight to the TV, check what is the weather going to be tomorrow. A storm is to approach tomorrow. That's not good. Fortune teller is actually saying that the spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed today, so luck will not be on your side. And the Queen of Swords is trying to teach us how to make radish salad. And we already know how to make radish salad. So no luck there. Sorry, Queen of Swords, we already know how to do the stuff you're trying to teach. Don't blame us for not learning anything new. Basically, my attitude towards school, which might not have been a good attitude, but most of the time I actually knew most of the stuff they were teaching, so mostly because I have a curious mind, which means if I'm curious about something, I will find out the information that there is, read all the information there is, or until I'm bored of it, and make up my own mind of what the truth is. So yeah, that meant I basically slept through school, which isn't something you should do, but I did. Nothing I'm really proud of. If I could go back and redo school, I would actually try to keep myself focused enough to get more than just enough for a passing grade, which was the case in my situation. Thankfully, or should I say, sadly, I didn't have to work for it. So, yeah. It meant I actually just got a passing grade when I went out, when school was over. Or rather, the first 9 years of school was over and we had to choose the next step. Let's see, we do have the seeds, right, for bok choy? Yeah, we do. 8 of them, there we go. It is Wednesday today, so it was a good thing I actually had bought seeds beforehand. There we go, it's all ready and good. Let's pick up all the mushrooms. You should always pick up all the mushrooms regardless of how poisonous they are. Not really, you should, if you know a swamp, like a mushroom is poisonous, if you know it's poisonous, never ever even touch it. There are few things which are so ridiculously poisonous and hard to know if they are poisonous as mushrooms. For some reason, mushrooms are really lethal because they're hard to distinguish if it's the poisonous ones or not the poisonous one. So if you know it's poisonous, don't even touch it. Don't even look at it. You might get it through your eyes. Probably not, but you never know. Right, what am I doing? I'm doing basically nothing useful. I do have the silo at this point. I do have almost 25k. Let's check. When do money open? Money opens up at 9 AM. I am going to run down there immediately and buy 4 chickens. There are different animals to raise. You can actually have different kind of animals, but the only way of actually accessing them in the shop at money is to upgrade your coop or barn or whatever building you have. So, purchase animals. Yeah, we can buy chickens. There are other animals to buy, but like chickens is the only thing we can get. They live in coop. This one requires a big coop, so we have to upgrade the coop to a big coop. And then we have this one, which requires construction of a deluxe coop, which requires our big coop to be upgraded into deluxe coop. And we have the same for this, where we are required for this one, we need the barn for this one, we need a big barn for this one, and this we need a deluxe barn. So we are going to buy 4 chickens. We only have place for 4 chickens to begin with. One normal coop is 4 chickens. You can build another one for 4 more, or you can upgrade for 4 more. You can randomize the name. I'm actually going to just randomize. I'm really bad at naming and names in general. I am just going to randomize the animal names. So Shawnee. Great, I'll send little Shawnee to a new home right away. Let's hope we actually get... Choose a coop for your new white chicken. Can I actually get a brown chicken? I actually do want a brown chicken. There we go, brown chicken, there we go. Lertello. The thing is, why I want a brown is because the egg is dependent on the egg, like the color of the egg is dependent on what color the chicken has. So if the chicken is white, the egg will be white. If the chicken is brown, the egg will be brown. If the chicken happens to be black, the egg will be black. If the chicken happens to be blue, the egg will be blue. It's really an interesting system, but yeah. And we have a brown. I am actually going to take 50-50, having 2 whites and 2 browns. Let's see here, yeah, and this is a white one. There we go. And we now have 4 of them. I am actually going to buy 10 hay, rather 20 hay, because I actually do want to put some in the what do you call it? Community center. That's it. And it is Wednesday. I actually would want to buy some grass starters. I am going to check the Joja Mart to see if they actually have grass starters. I can't remember if they do. They might not. I really don't remember. I am going to actually buy a few coffees as well, because I'm really tired running at this slow speed at this point, especially since it's blackberry season, so I will be running around a lot. Having that bit of extra speed is crucial, not waste a lot of time. So 5 coffee, it's a lot of money, but it's, yeah, you save a lot of time running. Put that one there. We are putting this one here. Stuff this away, I think. There we go. I am going to run this way into the Jojo Mart. Just gonna check if they have some grass starters. If they don't have them, whatever. They do. They are more expensive. We are going to buy 20, but that's it. As I said, it's better than nothing. And the problem is because Pierre is closed on Wednesdays, which isn't necessarily a really ideal situation. We are going to put this one here. We have a new reward because that's a special one, which will give us, let's see, there, ancient seed recipe and ancient seed. So we got 1 ancient seeds. So I will probably save this until we get to the point of having the greenhouse, actually. So I'm going to save that one until then. I can't, or maybe I won't. I mean, I can't get the produce from it anyway in a week. If I'm correctly, I think it's like a full season to grow, or it's enough time, it's more than a week or something like that. It is luck based on when you get the ancient seed, so yeah. We will update our running speed here. Are going to take as much of this blackberry harvest as we can. Like, harvesting as much as possible is really freaking good during the blackberry season, because if nothing else, you get a lot of food to use to regain energy. If nothing else. Let's see. Yeah, we actually have 2 bushes here. I should try to... We have 3 actually. I should try to clean this up, but I can't be asked doing it. So yeah, we are... Yeah, if I didn't have coffee at this point, I wouldn't have been here at this point. I would have been like halfway, more or less. I will make sure to open up. Go in, say hi to all of them, and I will there we go, and those will be in there. We are going to open up this. The reason why I'm dotting them around is because they grow by a certain percentage chance, and it can trigger for every tile that is free around. So this will increase the chance of the grass actually growing, which means we get a lot more grass in total. So yes, I'm going to take this. I'm going to actually bring the side, because once you have the silo, and you have to use the side for this, you can't use the sword, you have to use the side. Once you use the side on like grass like this, and you have the silo built completely, you gain hay. There we go. Not a tremendous amount of hay like from these small bits of grass, but it's something. So yeah. And yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna run around and pick up as many berries here as we can get. Other than that, I would just say enjoy like the calmness and the music, the sounds. There are some really great sounds in this game. It's ridiculous, really. It's made by one person only. And the game and the sounds all just fit. So I'm going to just run around, pick, and will save my voice a bit, so we'll probably start talking when we get back again. I'm not going to use the last coffee. I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm going to actually just pass by the... hop into the community center, and this is a little bit of... This is the fodder. Right. So 10 hay here, and there we go. And let's go back at this point, I would say. I am going to check for the ancient seeds, how they work, how long they need to grow before they start doing anything, and if they are specific for a certain season, and a bunch of other stuff, so we don't waste this one. That would be really bad. Yes. I will look up that before we... I think before we start doing anything on the next day, but I think we are quite good here. We do need to close this one, so there we go. I do need 3 more lightning rods. There will be a lightning storm, like a storm tomorrow, so let's see here. I do need iron bar, refined quartz, and 5 bat wings. Let's see, we do have the refined quartz. Do we actually have the bat wings? That's the, I think, the limiting factor. No, we only have bat wings for 2. We don't have for the last one. Okay. It's way too late to actually remedy this problem. We have to... Yeah, we would have needed to actually go today, during the day. But yeah, that wasn't really an option. So we are going to put wrong box again. We are going to put them there. We have 254 black berries. That's actually really good. That's a lot of food and a lot of energy which we can use if we want to or need to. What I'm going to do on the other hand is I'm actually going to take this one. Just take this one, finish off the fence, and boom! There we go. Nice and done. Yeah, that, sadly, I have to say, that's the most... both, like... The sad thing, that's the most, like, labor efficient and resource efficient and in the long term cost efficient thing to do, where you have like a fence made of lightning rods, and then just where you want to have an opening like a gate, that's like the only place where you have hardwood fences. I have like one pole on either side of the gate, so you actually make it into a gate, and then the rest of the places you have lightning rods. And it's not only is it less labor intensive, like in form of gathering resources and setting it up on the map, like in your farm. It actually is cheaper as well to build, because the resources are easier to get, which means they are technically cheaper, because it takes less time to get the same amount of fence up, and not only does they never degrade, they also double as lightning rods. They actually work as lightning rods as well, which means you probably never ever will have a problem with lightning strikes. Ever. Which is quite interesting, but I would actually, if you're talking about game balance, I would prefer if it was changed. What I'm going to do really quickly here before we go to bed is check for the ancient seed on the wiki. Really quickly check the wiki. Ancient seed. Let's see here. We do have, let's see, ancient seeds. Could these still grow? There we have them. Season, spring, summer and fall. They take 28 days, so they actually take a full season to grow. That's something to be aware of. They can only grow in spring, summer and fall. The winter doesn't work. And it takes a full 28 days for it to grow. Something to be very, very aware of. Like in my case, I actually can't plant this unless I have the greenhouse. I actually can't plant it because it will be destroyed once winter comes around. So yes, it is a repeating crop. So once it is fully grown, it will keep on producing every 7 days. So it's a really good plant. It's a freakishly good plant. But if you don't have the greenhouse, you can't just plant it and be good. If you're in the fall and get it, you have to get it like the first day, like day 1. Plant it and make sure you put down and water it and everything the first day before you go to bed and roll over to the second day, because it will not work in the winter. I'm not sure if it gets destroyed and removed. If it works as any other plant, it will be removed. So yeah, I think an ancient seeds cannot be planted in garden pots. Right. Garden pot is something that makes crops grow indoors from any season. And it can be outdoors, and then it works as like regular planting outdoors. But if you have it indoor, you can have it standing there year round and it works like regardless of anything, as seasons doesn't matter because it's indoors. But yeah, ancient seeds can't be planted in them because that would be way too overpowered. And yeah, you only get the garden pot after completing the greenhouse. So yeah, it's rendered moot. You don't actually need the garden pot anyway, so ever. Yeah, I'm going to say that we will keep this one in a box and probably forget about it and never use it ever. Not really true, but maybe not so far away from the truth as we want to believe. But we are going to hop into bed, start the next day, and be good. Say that this day has been a good day, despite not earning a lot of money. But we got some things done. It was really nice. We got a lot of blackberries. It's day 11 of fall, year 1, so we are getting along. It is a storm today, so we don't have to water anything. It's going to be cloudy next day, and the fortune today is very displeased. So it's actually the worst kind of day to enter the mines. Of course it is. The question is then, what do? We could fish, but the only thing I actually need is a wood skip. Wood skip is possible to catch in every single season. It's not something I'm rushing to do, so really whatever. Oh nice, the grape has actually grown. Whoops. It's a bit too eager there. Picking up the whole crab pot. Not only whatever got stuck in it. Yeah, these flowers take a while to grow, but once they grow, the honey you get is really, really freakishly expensive. So yeah, you earn a lot of money from this kind of honey. So the it is worth it. We are going to. I'm actually going to keep that one here. I'm going to be a bit careful so there's not any like stuff over here around this stuff. Otherwise I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this one here. I'm going to like let grass grow. At this point I have cleaned everything up. That's the point really. Having grass like this, if you haven't cleaned up, it's super annoying to clean up properly, which is why I made sure to clean up before, like remove all the grass, even though I didn't have a silo to put it in. Usually you do want to put it in a silo. Silos are quite cheap, so getting one isn't impossible super early. But yeah, I didn't really care. There we go. We got a lot of grapes and stuff and things. This is perfect. We are going to keep. Yeah, I'm going to take these. I'm going to put these in here and these in here. And we are going to put the gold ones in here, and we are going to shove the one eggplant we got, which isn't much, and the 3 there. And the lightning is striking all around us, which isn't really the ideal situation, but it is a situation, so we're gonna have to deal with it. And I think we are just going to, if we don't have, like if we don't have a need for more blackberries, or there aren't any more blackberries, we are actually just going to go straight to the mines. So we are going to drink this coffee, so we are a bit faster in the running aspect. We do need one more tapper. We will pick this one up while we're running past it. Let's see, is there any? Yeah, there's still blackberries all over the place. That means we will actually take our time and run around and pick it up. It is a lot of money, like, rather, it's not a lot of money, it's a lot of potential food, which will translate in you earning money on the stuff you otherwise would have needed to eat. So in hindsight, it is more money because you can not eat the expensive stuff you have, and instead of eating it, selling it, which means you earn more money than just selling the blackberries. Now, you would earn even more money if you sold both and just ignore eating food. At some point you don't actually need to eat food because you will have so much energy and you will have so little stuff to actually spend energy on that eating food is just useless. Unless you go to the mines, which will probably eat up a lot of energy, regardless of how good your tool is and how efficient you are when you run around in the mines. Almost missed that one. Almost. We are going to check the beach. We are going to run one lap around here. We are going to check a bit all over the place at this point. It is actually quite good. We will probably pop into the saloon, like the tavern, and buy one coffee so we are a bit faster, but that's it. We aren't going to spend more on coffee. Hopefully this blackberry season is over. We won't need to be running around and picking them up. You can just ignore them. I do not ignore them because they have a massive use when it comes to like not using food, which is valuable, and just use like a billion berries instead, and you probably will take a full year before you have actually used everything. So yeah. Let's see if we can. I mean, we do have a bit more. We have one there. Do have one here and here. Then one there. And one there. We do have a bit in here. We are actually going to get it. The animals don't like to be outside when it's raining or a thunderstorm, so keeping the hatch closed is the best thing you can do when it's a bad weather. And the animals actually will dislike you if you forget to close the hatch when night comes around. So when next day comes and you actually forget to close the hatch, they will dislike you for it. That's something to be aware of and careful of, because they might actually dislike you so much for it that they pop out, they stop producing stuff. Might be that bad. Like, they aren't producing stuff because they don't like you. And we are going to go try to get to... Like, try to get to 110. Thanks for, like, shooting miles away. There we go. I'm actually going to take these two gold ones. And we are going to call it good, and we are going to go down. There we go. And... oh my god. Not the monster level, like the monster coming. I do need the bat wings, but still. Bats are annoying because they can take forever to get over to you. Or they can swarm you so fast that you basically die. Either one thing or nothing. There we go. Getting the bat wings is nice, but yeah, can't really say it's that useful. Come on, come on down here. Oh my god, come on, get me the way down. Stop weighing me down. Thank you, finally. I can't even be bothered trying to get that. We aren't even gonna try. Oh my god. Okay. Some of the enemies, like most of the enemies at this point, is usually something you will take damage against. Like, you will take some damage. Sometimes it will be stupid damage, sometimes it will be avoidable damage. But regardless, you will take damage. That was stupid damage. I shouldn't have walked right into him. Yeah. We do need one more staircase to get down. Okay, we have our way down. Please give him the sword. The sword does a lot more damage, so it would be really bad to not use it. Or rather, really inefficient not to use it. Here we go, 110. We got the space boots. So freakishly good. There we go. We are going to go up. we're going to quickly, really quickly pop down to 60 and see if we can, like, super quickly get like some iron ore. The ghosts aren't really helpful in this case because they will ruin my day if I let them be. We're going to kill them ASAP. These are the enemies with stars above them, like the slimes with stars are the like champion enemies, which do have a chance for better loot if I'm not wrong, but they do have a lot more HP as well. The honey is done. I got another lead bar, which probably isn't best. We got a crab, got one crab, we got a bunch of other stuff. Are going to put this one here, we are going to... I'm going to just put everything away. These... put this away. See, is there anything else I put away in here? I don't think so. Oh, the sap, of course. Of course! And then a bunch of stuff there, and then the most of the stuff is here. Right. But that, and then we have here have a bunch of the monster stuff, and we are going to sell these two, and the oak resin is going to be put in here. Do it like that. It is chugging along. We have... Oh my god, I hope that didn't get picked up by the mic. Is it so freaking hard to keep hold of stuff? Let's see. Level 8 mining. Mega bomb. Alright. The mega bombs are something which is going to hurt you. Like, you need to drink coffee to get out of the radius in time. Like, your normal running speed isn't fast enough to get out of the mega bomb blast radius before it blows. So this is quite bad. I would actually go with cherry bomb or bomb. Mega bomb is just... Yes, they do explode in a very large radius and blow up a lot of stuff, but yeah, getting hurt yourself in the process isn't really ideal. So let's see, what did we gain? We did gain a bit of money, not much, but some. Sorry about that. And with that, yawn, I'm going to say thanks for watching, goodbye, and hope I'll see you in the next one.